Hi there, I'm Elizabeth. Welcome to Unmanaged. If conversations at work have felt strange today, slippery, confusing, subtly off, you're not imagining it. This morning we talked about confusion as a signal, not a personal failure, but information to consider. A sign that clarity may exist somewhere in the system, but just not where you are. Midday, we talked about how power can quietly rewrite the story, how meaning shifts through omission, reframing, and repetition. How the version of events are being repeated can slowly drift away from what you actually experienced. By evening, those two things can collide. You replay the conversation in your head. You wonder if you should have said something differently. You question your tone. You question your memory. You question your judgment. And this is usually the moment where people start to spiral. I know I've done that, and it's terrible. It's not pleasant at all. So tonight, the goal is not to solve anything. The goal is to ground yourself. Here are a few ways to do that. First, return to what you know, not what you're guessing. What was actually said? What was actually decided? What was actually asked of you? Stick to observable facts. If you can't state something plainly, without interpretation, then set it aside for now. Second, notice your body. Confusing or distorted conversations often come with physical signals: tension in your chest, shallow breathing, a tight jaw, a sense of unease that lingers longer than it should. These signals don't mean danger, but they do mean pay attention. Third, resist the urge to resolve the discomfort immediately. When conversations get weird, many people rush in to smooth things over, clarify too much, or explain themselves into exhaustion. You do not owe anyone immediate coherence in a confusing system. Let me say that again. You do not owe anyone immediate coherence in a confusing system. It is okay to pause. Fourth, write things down, but only for yourself, not to build a case, not to prepare an argument, but to anchor reality. A few notes about what happened, how it landed, and what questions remain can help you stay oriented when the story shifts in the future. So, finally, remind yourself of this: confusion does not automatically mean that you're wrong. Discomfort does not automatically mean that you mishandled something. And silence does not mean agreement. Sometimes the most self protective thing you can do is stay grounded in your own experience without rushing to correct, confront, or conclude. If conversations felt strange today, you don't need to fix them tonight. You just need to stay anchored. Clarity can wait, rest cannot. That's the priority. You. Take a breath. You can come back to this tomorrow when you are on steadier ground, and you will be. Have a good night.